Alright, so I got an interesting one for you. As you can see, I'm cruising down the road, but I'm paying attention. The coolant gauge seems fine, just under 210. The heat's good. Can you guys feel that? Alright, that's good. But the customer complaint is after he shuts the key off, you can hear the cooling fans blaring, blasting outside for a long time. Not enough to kill the battery, but it runs for a while. And I want to show you what's actually happening here, and I'm going to do a before and after. But so I just drove this thing maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 miles from my shop. It's not that far. Nice straight run, 55 miles an hour. And what's actually happening is I'm watching the data on my scan tool, and what happens is the coolant when I first started off was about, I don't know, 180, which is still kind of low, but the more I drove, it keeps going down and down and down slowly, but it'll get below 160 degrees. That's no good. That's telling me that there's something wrong with the cooling system. I'm leaning more toward a thermostat, but I'm going to check cooling system pressures and all that, or cooling system temperatures and stuff like that. But I want to show you what codes were in this thing. So before I show you what codes I set in this thing, look, after driving 4 miles, it went from 170 to 154. So what's happening is this, I'm going to go into, I did a full system scan, so let me get back to that. I did a full system scan on this. Sorry about the glare. Let me go this way. And we have 2 codes in the ECM, but the light's not on. There is no check engine light. And what actually is setting is this. What's actually happening is it sets a thermostat code. It says engine coolant thermostat below thermostat regulating temperature. So what's happening is when you're driving, it sets a thermostat code, and the engine computer thinks, I don't know what the real temperature is. I'm going to turn the fans on. If I turn the fans on, I guarantee that it's not overheating. This code is basically saying, one, it's not getting up to temperature, or it's not getting up to temperature fast enough. The computer says, I can't trust this thing. Let me turn the fans on. So that's what's actually happening. So I'm going to take you under the hood, just some basic checks. Other than that, I'm definitely going to be recommending a thermostat with some new coolant on this one. But let me get under the hood for you. All right, so we're under the hood. A couple of things you want to look at is obviously the coolant level. This coolant level's fine. Just check all your hoses. One of the things that I've gotten accustomed to is you'll notice that this is just not quite as hot as it should be. But the thermostat's right here, and I'm basically going to recommend the cooling system's in good shape. The belt, cooling system, this is the water pump, the belt's fine. I'm going to recommend a thermostat because when it's going down the road, it just can't hold and maintain temperature. I let it sit in the bay and idle, I don't know, over 20 minutes, and it barely got to 175. That leads me to believe that something's happening on the inside of this. They're very, common to failure, but the biggest thing is that people will complain is my cooling fan, which are these, they run for a long time after I shut the truck off. And that's because it sets the PO 128. And until you clear that, you're gonna have those symptoms until you replace the thermostat and then clear the codes. So I'm gonna see if the customer wants to do it, and I'll bring you along. All right, so we got the okay. I have the door last. We could not get a factory GM thermostat, but I've actually had good luck with the door last ones. So we're gonna put it in, but we got to get this thing taken out of the way, and then we can get to the thermostat. I am not going to drain the entire cooling system, but I'll take you along with that process. You have to get these off. These are just some squeeze tabs here. tilt this out of the way. These are just squeeze. You just kind of squeeze these and then they pull off. This goes. Let's bring this out of the way. For just so you don't get any stuff on the belt, I think I'm just gonna tuck a piece of plastic on there. But I'm actually gonna wet the belt first, just in case. But I do have a trick that I'm gonna do. So just in case I spill any coolant, I'm gonna spray this off. Tuck one of these diapers behind there, just in case. I'm sure stuff will hit it. Then I pop the hose off. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this hose off, and I'm going to use my little sucking device for my coolant, and I'm going to get that right there ready, so in case anything sneaks out. But I'm also going to break these free. I think no matter what, you're going to spill some. Just like that. But I do have a pan underneath of it just to catch a lot of the stuff that's going to spill. So just 3 bolts, nothing major. Out of here like that. Of course it spilled. Alright, we got this all clean. Do a final wipe with some gum cutter. And we take the new thermostat. That right in place. Okay, tighten this down. So if you didn't know that trick, if you sometimes there's like a keeper on the hose clamp. If it goes past that and it's like, I can't get it, you just take a screwdriver and pry on the non-hook side, and it goes boom, and it releases it. Or the non-loop side, I guess. I don't even know how to. I don't know what I'm saying. Now I'm going to take this diaper off. While I'm doing that, I'm going to be pulling I'm going to pull a vacuum on the cooling system. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna put a little lube in here. I'm gonna put the air cleaner back on while it's pulling a vacuum on the cooling system, and then we're gonna get this thing road tested. One of the things you got to be careful of putting this on there is on this side. On the other side is there's like a tang. You have to make sure that this air box is in that tang, or you're not going to be able to get it on that easily. There's that one. There's that one. And then this is an 8, and that's an 8. Ready. All right, so now I have the thermostat in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here. I'm going to erase all the codes. If you want to clear all the emissions, yes. That's going to clear all the ECM codes. I might actually have to go into trouble codes, DTC display. Did erase them. That's weird. That's very strange. Yep, right now there's none in there. What's this code? What do we got here? Trouble codes. Oh, invalid data. All right, I'll erase that one too. Okay, that one's good. Do we have a green tree? And looks like we do. All right, now I'm going to go into ECM. I'm going to start it up. And what we're going to do is go into live data like we did before. We're going to go into all parameters. We're going to search for temp, TE, coolant temperature sensor. That's pretty much all I'm going to need. Show. And then I'm going to continue to monitor this, and we're going to take it for a rip and see what happens to the coolant temp. I'll bring you along. All right, so we're back. I've been driving this thing for, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and the temperature, let me get you all set up. We have 206. Sorry, there's a little bit of a glare. But we got got 206, 208, 210, and I'm cruising at 57 miles an hour. So we got this one fixed, guys. And so if your cooling fans are running, you got that PO128 code in the computer. First thing you should probably do is, even with a code reader, you can do this. Just look at the coolant temperature when you're going down the road, because you got to remember, cold temperature. Look, it's 37 degrees here in New Jersey. That cold air steals the heat out of that radiator pretty quick. And you know, when you're driving down the road and it's a live reading of the coolant temperature, you have to ask yourself, can the thermostat maintain that temperature? And if it can't, then first thing you should probably do is replace the thermostat. But all right, well, I hope this helped. Pretty common problem we see here, especially as the seasons change from hot to cold and cold to hot. But I hope this is able to help somebody. Thanks, guys.